Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the international webinar on impact of artificial intelligence on consumer behavior, organized by IASTM in association with IRA's webinars. On the behalf of entire organizing committee, I'm Isaac Vera, organizing secretary. I'd like to welcome you all for this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our organization. The motto behind this non-profit association is to bridge the gap between students, professors, academics, and industrialists from multidisciplinary. Apart from organizing various seminars, expert talks, and conferences, we have various highly rated multidisciplinary journals in the field of science, engineering, technology, and management. Since our inception, we have been arranged various parts of the world like New York, London, Australia, Hong Kong, Dubai, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, India, etc. More than 2 lakh people across the globe are associated with us, and more than 5 lakh research papers have been presented and published during our journey. Today, I am glad to welcome you all as a member of this fastest growing network and advancement of science and technology in terms of research and innovation. Today, we were very much fortunate to have an eminent professor and expert speaker who is joining this webinar. Her name is D. Maria Nirmal Preeti, Head of Department Commerce and Management and Controller of Examination, Don Bosco College, Bangalore. Now, I'd like to welcome our professor to deliver the webinar.
Thank you so much for the warm words of welcome. And firstly, before moving to the session, I would like to thank International Academy of Science, Technology, Engineering and Management for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge on impact of AI on consumer behavior. And also, I'd like to thank Afrika for her constant support in organizing this particular event. And thank you all the coordinators for helping me out with the Zoom link and all the other help for coordinating with this event. Thank you. And let's move on to the session. So before moving into impact of AI on consumer behavior, first I would let you know that session is divided into three sectors. Okay, so first I'll be talking about what is marketing, how marketing is impacting consumer behavior, and then what is consumer behavior, and what is AI, and how is AI impacting consumer behavior. So this is how I've divided my session actually. Okay, so moving on. So before moving to my sessions, I'll just a small introduction on what is consumer behavior and how is AI impacting consumer behavior. So before moving into AI and consumer behavior, AI is actually impacting not just consumer behavior industry, it's reshaping many other industries too. Like let it be in terms of hospitality, or let it be in terms of education, let it be in terms of IT industry. I think many industries, it's actually reshaping many industries. Okay. As well, and we can see that it is creating a revolution in terms of consumer behavior also. Okay. So AI is helping out. It's basically helping out helping out to have better predictors in terms of consumer behavior. Okay. That is this session. So in this session, we'll be understanding that how AI is predicting consumer behavior, decision-making process. Okay. So as I told you, I'll be explaining these three basic concepts. And then when we move into our topic, it will be more understandable. So first, what is marketing? So according to the famous author and the father of modern marketing, Philip Kotler, understanding the wants of customer and turning them into needs is basically marketing. So when we talk about needs and wants, okay, so needs are basically the basic, facilities or the basic requirements for a human existence. Okay, that's basically needs we tell. So when I'm talking about needs, it's basically like food, water, shelter, hospitality, education, safety. Okay, these are the basic needs. And when I'm talking about wants, it's basically we're talking about the satisfaction, the inner happiness and satisfaction. Okay, of a product. So when I'm buying a particular product, so when I'm buying an iPhone, the satisfaction level what I'm getting. Okay, see, I need a mobile phone. For example, I need a mobile phone. It doesn't mean that any mobile phone I can buy, but when I'm buying an iPhone, I have a satisfaction in it. So wants are always related to satisfaction. Needs are basic needs or basic requirements for the human existence. So according to Philip Kotler, basically many of the companies and many of the marketers, what they are doing is this. Okay, they're trying to understand the wants of consumers. Okay, most of the product whatever is available in the market are all wants. Okay, though companies tell that there is a problem in the market and we are trying to give a solution, I think the problem itself is created by the companies. Okay, the problem itself is created by the companies, the problem itself is created by the marketers also. Okay, so coming again. So we are trying to, their companies are trying to create, our wants. Okay, they're trying to create whatever products are available in the market are basically wants, and through their successful, campaigns or successful promotion activities and advertisements, they are able to turn these wants into needs. And ultimately, when it becomes a need for a consumer, we are forced to buy it. Okay, so that is basically marketing. Okay, now coming to consumer behavior. So when I'm talking about consumer behavior, it's a very multi-dimensional field. Okay, why am I telling it's a multi-dimensional field? Is in consumer behavior where we are trying to understand the psychology of the consumers. Okay, the psychology of the consumers is also something which we are looking into. Okay, so when I'm talking about psychology of the consumers, I'm talking in terms of why a particular consumer is buying a particular product, the decision making process. So in a consumer behavior, we are trying to understand the decision making process of a consumer. Why he or she is buying a particular product, what is the reason behind it, why there is a repetitive purchase of. Okay, we are trying to understand that. So there's a lot of psychology involved in understanding this particular term or this particular decision making process. Okay, and also there are different factors involved in consumer behavior like the motivation. We talk about preferences, we talk about psychology, we talk about the habits of consumers, which is those are the impacts, or we talk about the influences of consumer behavior. Okay, let me not go too in depth to that, but understand what is consumer behavior. It's nothing but the decision making process of consumers and how well a consumer is able to, think or able to predict or able to buy a particular product and why they doing it. Okay, now coming to what is AI, our major topic. So when I'm talking about AI, okay, so we actually, to be very frank, AI is not a new term. Okay, artificial intelligence is never a new term. It has been in existence past for 2 decades, but it has become more prominent to us because prompt to us is because of ChatGPT. Okay, making it very simple. Okay, making things very simple for us. Okay, and AI is actually making machine learning, okay, in a more machine learning process in a more systematic way. Okay, so when I'm talking about machine learning in the systematic ways, basically, it's trying to make the machines more intelligent. Okay, that is basically AI related. So AI is more like it's trying to make the machines more intelligent. Okay, think like humans. Even in future, they're predicting that it can feel like humans. Okay, it can also show emotions to humans, just like humans. Okay, that's what makes humans and machines different. Okay, but then AI in future they predicted it can also feel, it can also have some emotions. Okay, so now getting both these topics together, AI and consumer behavior. Okay, so before getting into AI and consumer behavior, I'll quickly go through. Let's quickly go to the history of AI in market research. Market research. So as I told you, AI is not something like a new term. Okay, it has been in existence past from 2 decades. In 1990s, where the internet revolution took place. Okay, from that time itself, there are a lot of researches happening in AI. Okay, not just more than telling AI. Basically, it's basically the algorithms we did. Okay, and after the internet revolution happened, basically the internet revolution, when we talk about internet revolution, we can't forget the search engine operations. Okay, so when I'm talking about search engine operation, it is basically running because of some algorithms, a few set of algorithms. Okay, that is how search engine operations are running. Okay, so the market researchers have been doing a lot of research in terms of understanding these algorithms. So when you understand these algorithms, easily you can find out, you can actually not I'm not telling in terms of finding out, you can also, these algorithms can reach out to consumer preferences, reach out to consumers shopping habits. So for example, you're actually buying products from Amazon. Okay, and repeatedly you're buying saris. Okay, repeatedly you're buying saris. So this algorithm understands this. Okay, this particular person ABC is buying saris in a every month, in a every month purchase, the person is buying saris. Every month, the person is buying saris. So what will the algorithm do is basically it will try showing you more results of saris. So whenever you open the Amazon app, you'll find one picture of sari at least. Okay, that is what algorithms are doing. Okay, that is what the algorithms trying to do. So it's basically collecting data. But then you have to understand that it is also collecting data from your own shopping experience, and through that it is giving you some predictions. Okay, or through that it is giving you some results. Okay, so algorithms or AI is something which is there in the market, or we talk about research market past from 2 decades. It's not something new, is what I'm trying to tell. Okay. So now getting into the real topic, AI and consumer behavior. Okay, so AI and consumer behavior. The term AI has become very scary nowadays. There are many people who talk about AI taking the jobs, AI trying to dominate the whole human nature. AI is trying to do everything that humans are doing. So many talks are happening. But for me, the fascinating thing, what happened for me when I was going through, AI and consumer behavior, when I was trying to prepare for this particular session, I got to know one thing is that AI is not going to harm humans. Okay. AI or machine learning or deep learning, all these technologies basically are actually processing data through our own data. Okay. So they are actually a sort of, so AI is also a set of information. Okay. A pooled in information. It has got a lot of information with it. And whenever we ask for something, it is trying to get us in a very sophisticated way. So, for example, if in Google, if at all I want to ask what is consumer behavior, it is going to give me a set of 10 websites in which the meaning of consumer behavior will be there. But when I ask the same question to a chat GPT, it is going to give me in a very simple 4 lines. It's going to tell me this is consumer behavior. The meaning of the consumer behavior, it's going to give me the direct answer. Okay. So what is AI doing, or what is these algorithms and machine learning and deep learning technologies are doing is basically whatever available data, the data is already available. And from there, they're trying to give you the information. Okay. That is what this AI, let it be AI or machine learning or deep learning technologies are actually doing. Okay. It is not something to be scary of, or it is not something to be, afraid of, to be very frank. Okay. So getting into our topic, so AI and consumer behavior. How simple, or see, basically, AI is helping consumer behavior to understand the consumers even better. Let it be in terms of marketers' point of view, or let it be in terms of consumers' point of view. It is making things simpler. Okay, how? So first one, organize and select the relevant information. Okay, from the company's point of view, what's happening is, instead of having so basically all the companies most get these data of consumers. Okay, a huge set of data from consumers, and there are set of market researchers who try to analyze this data and try to understand why this one group of people are buying a particular product, another group of people are buying a particular. Okay, I'm sure there are a lot of people working on it. Okay, now when I give this job to AI, it is going to make it more relevant and more simpler to organize. So, for example, I have a data of 400 customers. Okay, I have a data of 400 customers who are buying apples from different type of brands. Okay, different type of brands. So when I give this, to a group of market researchers, they will analyze why these 400 customers. They will try to first divide these 400 customers into different categories. Okay, and analyze, maybe do a correlation or regression to understand the variables. Okay, and last they will try to tell, yeah, these set of customers are buying these kind of products because of so and so reason. Okay, so this is something which the companies are already doing. Okay, so when if AI given this job to AI, it is going to make it even more simpler. Okay, it is going to organize and select the information even more easier in a simpler manner. Okay, the information whatever the company wants can get it within seconds, or get it within minutes. Okay, and AI is growing to be more sophisticated. So when I'm talking about sophistication, is basically it is trying to be more clear. Okay, it is trying to be more clear, the analyzing part. Okay, the processing of analyzing it in terms of decision making is making it more clear. Okay, there's no confusions. It's just yes or no answer. There's no confusions in it. Okay, and it's going to be an asset for business executive potential. It is going to be, AI is definitely going to be a big asset for all the industries in the market to understand consumers even more better. It is so said that every 2 months, the consumer behavior pattern changes. Okay, the consumer behavior pattern changes every 2 months. And just imagine a company who's trying to understand this consumer behavior pattern every 2 months. Is it not going to be a hectic job for the companies? Now, AI, coming to AI, it's going to do this work even more simpler in an easy way. Okay, so now we'll understand, let's move on. We'll understand how AI is making this job more simpler. What are the factors or variables what we have in understanding making this job? I'm just telling the AI is trying to make the job more simpler. What are the different ways or what are the different factors factors which is making this job more simpler? So significance. So basically the topic is basically significance, influence of AI in consumer behavior. First and foremost, personalized experience. Okay, personalized experience. So when I'm talking about personalized experience, the e-commerce algorithms, okay, analyze the past purchases, browsing history, and preferences, which have preferences of the consumer, okay, and try to recommend the interest, try to recommend the consumer in terms of their interest. Okay, so whatever I have buy, so as I told you, for an example, as I told you earlier, in Amazon, I'm buying sarees. I've been buying sarees for a regular period of time. So AI, the algorithm in Amazon, we have definitely found out that yeah, this particular person loves sarees, and every month there's a purchase on sarees. So what happens is anytime I log into Amazon account, I'm sure I'm going to get a picture of a saree. Okay, that is purely basically, that means that the algorithm has understood my choices. The algorithm has understood my choices, my taste and preferences, and that is do. And how is it able to do? How the algorithm is able to do is basically purely in terms of my past purchases. It's not doing any magic or it's not doing anything new over there. It's just my past. It's analyzing my past purchases and it is able to recommend for me. Okay, and we have this targeted advertising happening. Okay, when I'm talking about targeted advertising, AI tries to analyze consumer data and create a detailed profile, enabling advertisers to deliver highly relevant ads based on the individual's choice. Okay, so I like only sarees or I like only one particular brand of food. Okay, so I am going to get advertisements only based on that. Okay, that is what we talk about targeted advertisement. For example, so whenever I'm ordering, pizzas. So for example, I'm ordering pizzas, and I'm a pizza lover. You think, okay? So whenever I open Zomato, I'm just doing, I every time order pizza, it's every time. So it's been past 1 month. I'm just ordering pizzas. So for the second one, what happens is, I'm sure whenever I open my Zomato, profile app, it can show me advertisements related to pizza. Okay, that is one thing. Or it can also show me the products which are sold, which are the restaurants which are selling pizzas. Okay, so not just that. So I'm sure everyone knows about this. Or if at all you're talking to your friends in your WhatsApp, this happens in your WhatsApp and Google and all these things, all these pages. You're talking to your friend about a trip, going to Goa or something, and the next day you may find that your Facebook account, your Instagram account, at least will have one or two, advertisements on the trips. Okay, Goa trips basically. Okay, or in Instagram, you're searching for a particular product. Okay, you're searching for you're searching for houses. You plan to buy a house and you're searching for houses in Google. In Google, maybe in Instagram, you may get your personalized advertisement on apartments available near your places. Okay, so this is getting targeted advertisement. So you may ask one thing: is it not a privacy? You may ask this: are they not getting into our privacy? Yes, they are. Okay, they are understanding. They are trying to get into our privacy. There is a privacy concerns in AI. But one more thing you have to understand is, I need a product. I am looking for it. I am getting suggestions on it. Okay, so it's making my work even more simpler and easy. Okay, that's basically targeted advertising detail. And when we talk about dynamic pricing, is basically AI can adjust prices according to the real-time based demand of consumers. Okay, so I want the one particular product. Okay, is in a lot of demand means the prices can change. So according to we have this demand and supply. I'm sure everyone will learn about demand and supply in economics, right? When there's a lot of demand for a particular product, you may tend to have the prices of the particular product tends to go up. Okay, that is the factor. So AI can make these dynamic changes, okay, according to the demand and supply. Okay. Now, next one. Okay, so that was about in terms of that point was more in terms of recommendations and pricing and advertising. Next, moving on, enhanced consumer customer services. Enhanced customer services. So the services what you receive nowadays, any kind of websites for that case, you just get into a website at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and you have a query to be asked. I'm sure there'll be a pop-up coming, a chatbot coming, telling I'm Mia or I'm so and so. Can I help? So you all your basic queries, basic questions or basic queries can be solved through these chatbots itself, making sure that anytime a customer walks into a particular, logins into a particular website, they are getting the information, the basic information at least. Another thing, what they do, if there's no after giving the basic information, if at all, furthermore, if at all you have doubts and things like that, next day you may get a call also, a call back also. Okay, that's one way of enhanced customer services. And also we have these personalized assistants. So when I'm talking about personalized assistants, I'm talking about Alexa, talking about Siri. Okay, I'm talking about all the Google assistants which are offering your personalized experience. Okay, so anytime I open my phone, I tell, "Hey Siri, find me a restaurant near me." Siri is going to give me a set of restaurants options. I ask, "Hey Siri, can you find me a best college in Bangalore?" I'm sure Siri is going to give me options. Okay, so we have these set of options. Options. It's basically making it more simpler form. Okay, as a customer, it makes me more simpler. The things get more simpler and easy. And then we have customer feedback. So the real-time customer feedback is being sent. Okay, so you have a problem with a particular product. There are these AI assistants which will help you out. Okay, to solve it, try to solve it, and still, if at all you're not able to solve that particular problem, the feedbacks are taken to the companies, and from the company's point of view, the call comes, right? So customer feedbacks are taken into real concepts. So nowadays, I think all the feedbacks, whatever feedbacks you put it in terms of any app or even in terms of any restaurants, let it be Zomato, Swiggy, you just give a comment on or review on a particular food not being cooked properly or not being Zomato not being delivering properly. I'm sure the next time actions are taken place. Okay, so the customer feedback nowadays are taken into a lot of consideration. Okay, customer feedback is taken into a lot of consideration. And then you have sentimental analysis. So when I'm talking about sentimental analysis, over here I'm trying to understand the sentiments of the customers. So when I'm talking about the sentiments of the customers means, let's take India for that case. So Indian traditions and Indian values and let it be in terms of religion and things like that, we are very sentimental people. We are very emotional people. First of all, we are very emotional people, and certain things, certain products, whatever is available in the market relates to our sentiments or relates to our traditions and religion activities. For example, this agarbatti. Okay, so agarbatti is a product which I don't think so. It is available in other countries, but it's more prominent in India, right? So sentimental analysis is trying to understand the local corner of why this particular consumer is buying this particular product. Is it related to their religion aspect, or is it related to their traditional aspect? It is trying to understand. AI is trying to understand that and try to give a real time feedback. Okay, so that is basically a topic on that's a explanation for the enhanced customer service. Next one, you have streamlined shopping experience. Okay, so when I'm talking about streamlined shopping experience, so when I enter a particular application or when I enter a particular website, what kind of experience I get? Okay, what kind of experience I get? So let it be in terms of voice and visual search. Okay, voice and visual search. I think in Google you would have seen nowadays we have these mic kind of option, not just in Google, any kind of applications for that case, any kind of applications or apps, websites, we have this mic option given. Okay, so I don't have to type, I just, you know, I tap the option of mic, I just talk, and I'm getting the answer. Okay, that is a voice search done. And there's also visual search done nowadays. Okay, and we have these automated checkouts and payments. See, payment system plays a very, very important role, especially after UPI coming into picture. Everyone wants to use UPIs and make the payment system very easy. Okay, so when I'm ordering something, I just make my payment through the UPI app and I'm done. Okay, if the money has to be debited, it's done. If at all some faults, if at all the payment has got some issues or the UPI has got some issues, or maybe the product, whatever so and so you have ordered from Amazon is not being delivered to you, or the seller has gone out of stock or something, immediately I think within 1 or 2 days the money gets credited to you also. Okay, so when I'm talking about checkouts and payments, the debit and credit is happening within 1 or 2 days itself. It doesn't take a longer time. So whenever I'm talking about Amazon and things, it just happens within 5 minutes. It just goes on. Okay, it doesn't take a longer time itself. Okay, and then next time I'm talking about seamless transaction. So seamless transaction is basically how well the website is user friendly. So whenever I get into Myntra or whenever I get into Amazon or Flipkart, how easy is it for me to identify a particular product, price range, and things like that? Okay, how easy it is for me. That is basically seamless transaction. So how friendly. So basically how the website is friendly for the interference of the consumer. Okay, and how secure it is also. That is basically seamless transactions. If it's too complicated, so whenever I go to Myntra, I need a pair of jeans, and for that I need to have 10 tabs as an option. Means I'll be frustrated. Okay, I'll definitely get frustrated. So in order to make it simpler, I think Myntra has got just one tap. Just within one tap, I'm getting it. And they have a search option. And there I just put a pair of jeans, a blue jeans. I'm going to get a list of options. That is basically a seamless transaction. But instead of that, just imagine I need a pair of jeans, but there's no search engine operation, a search option, and there is only two options given: traditional and Western. And in Western, I'm tapping in. Again, it's telling is it tops, or is it shirts? Is it pants? There are again a set of options, and I click in pants. Again, the pant is going into, is it a jean pant? Is it a black pant? Is it a blue pant? Okay, that is like it's going on and on. It just goes on and on. The number of tabs are more, then the more the irritation also happens, right? So how seamless the transaction are in these websites and applications and things like that. And the last one being predictive stopping. So predictive stopping is purely in terms of companies, okay, where the company is able to analyze, okay, or predict the demand and supply. Okay, predict the demand and supply. So generally in summer, okay, so we have there's a lot of demand in terms of beverages, ice creams, and things like that. Okay, so automatically the retailer will stock a lot of ice creams and make sure there's a lot of beverages, cold beverages kept. Okay, it's automatic thing. It's a predictive thing, right? So when December happens, like close to December, you can find many of the retailers having stocks of the gloves and sweaters and jackets and things like that. Okay, that's basically predictive analytics we tell. Nothing but predictive stocking. That's also called as predictive stocking or predictive analysis, where we are able to predict what the consumers are going to buy in the near future. Okay, according to the demand and supply, you're stocking the products. Okay, that's basically streamlined shopping experience. How AI is actually helping in all these. Okay. Next, we have influencing purchase decisions. Okay, how AI is influencing our purchase decision. First and foremost, enhance product information. The information what I want about a particular product, it is given to me in a very simpler and easier way. Okay, it is given to me in a very simpler and easier way. More than telling simpler and easier way, we have this augmented reality. Okay, I'm sure every people have heard about augmented reality. Nothing but a visualize. It's a visualize of products. Sometimes augmented reality can be in such a way that you can wear. Also, there are options where you can wear the particular product and see. For example, augmented reality is present in Nika application, Nika apps. So you think you want to buy a lipstick. Okay, so you can just keep the there's an option there. You just click the option, keep the phone right in front of you, and with that the shades, there will be different type of shades down. You just have to click on the shades, just see whether that particular shade is suiting your skin tone and things like that, and you can buy. Okay, that's one way of making the experience, customer experience more realistic actually. So I don't have to go to a Nika store, a Nika retail store, offline retail store to do this. I can do that in my online store itself. Okay, that is one thing. And then we have this interactive content, that is 3D product views. Okay, 3D product views, where I'm able to visualize a product in different dimensions. Three different dimensions. I get to see the product. Okay, these are some ways of how the customers are able to have an enhanced product information. Okay, and then we have trust and transparency. So when I talk about trust and transparency, I'm talking about the reviews. Okay, the reviews. So identify and highlight the reviews, the number of reviews, what is actually sorted, and basically AI is trying to get you the relevant reviews for you. Okay, relevant, what is the relevant ones for you. Okay, that's basically trust and transparency you're talking about, nothing but the reviews. Okay, so next, moving on, how shifting customer expectations. So in the previous point, we saw how it can influence your purchase. It can influence your purchase decisions. So here we are trying to understand the consumer expectations. What are the consumer expectations we have, and how is AI trying to fulfill it? Okay, and first and foremost, demand for instant gratification. So I kind of order a particular product, and even if at all if I'm buying the particular product from a different part of the world also, as a consumer, I want my product as soon as possible. I think that is the demand of all the consumers actually, right? I'm ordering it from a different part of the world. Think I'm ordering from Greenland also. It can be anywhere across the globe. But then too, I want my product. I want my product within 1 week. Okay, that is something which we all, as consumers, we have this, impulse in getting the product for us. Yeah. So when I talk about demand for instant gratification, is basically how speed and convenient, the logistics are. The how speed and convenient the logistics are, and how speed and convenient the customer services are also. Okay, that's basically instant demand gratification. And then you have the same day deliveries and all things like that. That also comes under instant demand gratification. And when I'm talking about increased expectation for personalization, tailored experience, I'm talking about consumers, how they expect their brands to understand and cater their individual preferences. So a little bit in terms of the color choice, a little bit in terms of the size and things like that. How well the brands can understand matters a lot. Okay, see, every now and then the fashion when it comes to apples especially, there's a lot of change happening in the Apple industry. I think every now and then there's a lot of change happening. It's not that we are getting all new products and things like that. That's the old fashion getting repeated also happens. But yeah, there's a lot of change basically. And there was a in between nowadays we have a lot of praise for these pastel colors. Okay, pastel colors. Now the brands are able to understand. Yes, consumers are wanting for more of pastel color clothes and things like that. Now let me create products according to that. Okay, so according to the consumer choices and preferences, the brands are able to create products accordingly. Okay, that is basically increased expectation for personalization. So as a consumer also, I'm expecting my brand to create products according to my needs and wants. Okay, and at brand also, and it's easy for brands also to understand that yes, this is the need for them. This is what, okay, they want pastel colors. Okay, let me start producing clothes which are more into pastel colors. Okay, that's basically in terms of expectation and personalization. The last one we have data driven insights. Okay, so when I'm talking about data-driven insights, is basically, as I mentioned before, AI, machine learning, deep learning, all these algorithms, all are basically functioning purely based on algorithms. And these algorithms are getting the data from the available data. Okay, these algorithms are getting data from the available data only. It's not something new they're predicting. It is something which is existing. Okay, which is something which is existing. So when I'm talking about consumer behavior analysis, is basically I'm able to predict my consumer based on their previous shopping history. Okay, based on their past purchases, I'm able to predict. I'm able to predict the predict so and so he or she's shopping shopping history. Okay, I'm able to predict it basically. Okay, and when I'm talking about market segmentation, I'm talking in terms of segment the market more accurately. I'm able to segment the market more accurately. So when I'm talking about market segmentation, your segmentation means what? You're trying to divide the whole market into different groups of people. Okay, so AI is going to make it even more simpler to make the segmentation. Okay, AI is going to help me in making the segmentation even more simpler. So it's very easy to identify my target group of people, okay, or my target customers. Okay, and the last one being customer journey mapping. That is the holistic view. So when I'm talking about customer journey mapping, AI provides a comprehensive view of customer journey. Okay, so helping the businesses understand what the consumers need, how what they are seeking for, interacting for, what they actually want, like what they actually want through again through only through their past shopping experiences. Only through that. They are not predicting something new for you. It is purely something which is already you have done. Okay, you have done it, and that only you are actually with that past experience or past algorithms only they are able to predict the future shopping experiences. Okay, that is the thing. One thing. So moving on, so these were the different. There were 6 points in understanding how what are the significance and how is AI making consumer behavior even more simpler, easier. Basically, what are the different experiences, shopaholic experiences that the AI is giving. Okay, but in future, what we can expect. Okay, in future, what you can expect is basically more personalization of shopping experiences, more seamless experiences, and enhance. It's going to be more convenient, so wherever I go, whenever I want, I can buy my things. Okay, I don't have to wait for a offline retail store, or I don't have to wait for another day. Whenever I want, whatever I want, I can get to buy. Okay, there'll be a lot of transaction. That means there'll be a lot of economic developments and a lot of transactions in terms of AI coming into consumer behavior. Okay, there'll be a lot of advances. So basically, I can put it in this way: there'll be a lot of advances in the consumer interactions with the brand, and the brands can specifically shape the products according to the wants and needs of the consumers. But then we have certain challenges to be faced. Okay, one sec. Yeah, but then we have certain challenges to be faced. Let it be in terms of adoption challenges. We can call it as adoption challenges. As I told you, there is someone who's always monitoring humans. For example, if someone is already always monitoring you, always looking into your shopping habits, wherever you're going, like what you're talking, where you're going. Everything has been watched out. Means there's something like privacy. You miss on your privacy. Okay, so that is something like a big challenge what AI in consumer behavior can give us. Okay, so data privacy is one thing, data privacy, and obviously not ever all. Not let's take India itself. Not everyone are technological oriented. Okay, not just India, across the globe also we are talking. See, there are these kind of academics, and a lot of research. We are actually doing a lot of research and a lot of webinars in terms of building a lot of building a good environment, which is building a good environment. But still, I think there are many parts of the world which doesn't have good technologies. They don't understand what's internet. They don't understand. Understand what are these algorithms, AI, and things like that. So there can be technological barriers, and of course, consumers' trust. Okay, a very important element. Okay, so if at all you lose the trust of consumers, and consumers feel that they are the marketers are always watching them, and they're trying to give you a false predictions on buying the products and things like that, and once you lose it, it's very hard to gain it. Okay, so these are the basic problems what we can have in terms of adopting AI in consumer behavior. But then again, I want to make this a point. And AI is not a harm for humans. Okay, AI is definitely not a harm for humans. It is only trying to make our lives even more better. Okay, lives even more better. And when it comes to AI in consumer behavior, it is only trying to make our customer shopping experiences even more better, even more simpler, and even more easy. It is not manipulating you, or it is not predicting something false for you. It is predicting purely in terms of the shopping behavior what you have, okay, in the past. It is not creating anything new. Okay, that is something which I want to make very clear, because when we talk about AI, there's a lot of people who get scared of AI. AI is always like, this particular term is very scary, is what I heard about. But to be very frank, AI is actually making our lives even more simpler and easy. With this, I end my session. Any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable time and for joining this webinar. On the behalf of organizing committee, ISTM conference and IRAS webinars, we're happy to hear your comments and compliments or suggestions at our Facebook and Twitter page. This video will be available shortly in our YouTube channel.